If I had to describe this tournament in 2 or 3 words, abysmal, disastrous. My desire to be good at this game has been tested. It's been a long road, and it's gotten me to the point where like just hanging out around the house, I have to be holding onto a golf club to get comfortable with the new way I'm holding it. Guys, I have no idea how to play golf. The love-hate relationship with golf has never been stronger than it is right now. I knew when I started with this change that it was gonna really suck for a while. I had no idea. I had no idea how bad it was actually gonna suck. For the record, when I get my PGA Tour card, we're gonna replay this video and everybody's gonna go, that guy? Oh my gosh. I really do feel like we hit rock bottom. Since the return, it's kind of showed me what I'm made of in a way, where like my last run out, I had every reason in the world to hang it up. I was not playing good. I didn't have money. I didn't have like any means to continue playing. I didn't have opportunities. And this time around, like I have opportunities. I don't have a lot of money, but I have enough to pay for my rent and golf. This is something I've wanted to do for my entire life. And right now I'm in a position where I have no excuses but to get better. There was some extreme weather in this tournament. We had Hurricane Helene came through. This is so bad. Have we gotten any warnings? National Weather Service, tornado warning. Warning? You know what a warning means? It means that there is a tornado. Trying to play golf like that in that level of wind when I'm going through this kind of a change, it's like all it takes is for you to have a mental lapse and you can start going downhill very, very, very quickly. This 2-day event was immediately after the 1-day event at Abacoa that you guys watched last time. I was kind of hoping that I could build some momentum into the next event, and that was definitely the hope. So if you're watching this video and you're like, man, a week went by and he's still hitting it the same way, he's still saying the same stuff, it wasn't a week. It was like 16 hours between the end of Abacoa and the beginning of Westchester. It might have actually been less than that.
All right, guys, have a good day.
Oh God. Oh, it's so far right. It's par, I guess. We did avoid rule number 1, which is don't bogey a par 5. Well, if you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. I am currently relearning to play the game because I've always been a very right-hand dominant player, and we're kind of introducing some feels that make me more left-hand dominant. I know that in the long run, it's the great decision, but for now, golf is kind of an uphill battle for me. It is exciting because now I get to see what I'm made of as far as like what can I shoot when I don't feel comfortable over the golf ball, because that's going to happen. No matter who you are, no matter how long you've been playing for, you're going to have days where you don't feel that comfortable. I'm really happy with that. That lie was so thick. Whew. Big development. We did 4 different models of socks. We have navy and black, and these always pressed. DelCampoGolf.com is where you're gonna get these. Always pressed with the logo. I threw out all my other socks. I got just Del Campos. They're perfect. Really excited about these. These are our first run. If you want the OG always pressed socks, we're gonna have all 4 models on the screen right here. I wear them every single day, as you can tell from this tan line. DelCampoGolf.com for these socks. BHG.golf for hats, and the original design hats are 25% off, so go scoop those up before they run out of stock. That is so slow. How are you drawing? Man. That was 155 yards, and all I had was a 50 degree, and we're into the wind, and I'm off an uphill lie. So I just hit a 50 degree really hard, worked out. Oh, come on, Ben. I had one goal for that putt, just to get it to the hole. Holy flyer. Wow.
Yep.
So the grip's weaker in the left hand, and I just bought a grip trainer. It had me move my right hand a little weaker as well. And I actually like it a lot because it kind of limits how much I can release it, which means that there's not going to be as many of those like weird pulley shots from overdoing it. And the feel with the weaker grip is just trying not to get under it, trying to almost get my left shoulder higher as I'm coming through it. So left shoulder higher gets it to come from the outside with a slightly more shut face. And then I'm able to hit those cuts, but that one I didn't. I kind of got under it just a hair. The point of that shot is to get it to release. The only problem is I didn't quite line up right. I hit a good putt, a little bit more aggressive than I have been, which I wanted to do. Didn't quite get it into the hole, but we did get it past the hole, which was great. And we made the comeback right. Thank you. Oh, that just went straight up in the air. Go ball, go. Whew. Thanks. Well, positive strides in the right direction. Weakening the right hand has stabilized the club face a lot. That shot right there felt like it was just gonna be a big old pull to the left, and it ended up being pretty good. We're making steps in the right direction. It still feels very uncomfortable, but that one got there. I wish I could say that green was faster than all the other ones, but I just got a little too excited. Twice. This is in the middle of the fairway. I very well could have just not found this. I had to go back to the tee. With how strong my grip was, I had to get so steep that I was digging trenches with a wedge like that. And now, so much shallower, distance is a lot more predictable, direction is a lot more predictable. A lot of positives to be taken away from this swing change. Oh. That was by far and away the best putt I've hit all day. What a great time for it. Back nine's about to be lit. Thank you. Oh, that just sailed. I felt really good about that too. Contact was sick though. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but that's kind of what I feel like your mental game in golf has to be, just the same positive mantras over and over and over again. Lately it's been contact is good. If contact is good, we're on the right track. Thank you. Oh, so much. Big development. I was able to feel exactly what went wrong in that golf swing, and that makes me happy. There needs to be a drop here. So like a drop that gets the club in the slot so then I can turn through and square the face. On. Oh, that's not a good lie. Okay, it's all right. I can see the back of the ball. It's raining. Uh-oh, it's really starting to come down. Well, this came out of nowhere. And it's done. Oh. Damn. That ball just did not want to go in the hole. Divot was 2 inches past dunking for a birdie after that drop, and that putt caught a really hard lip. Sometimes the ball just doesn't want to go down. Come on, win. Come on, win. Look at how shallow that divot is with a 54 degree on a wet day. That's what we're looking for. That is just kind of grazing the surface, shallow, ball first, slightly descending. That is what consistency looks like. And that's all we care about right now. Club face control, it's gonna be tough. Just so much wind in your face, dude. Why did you hit it like that? I don't know what's going on. Did you see that down? It looked really good. They called it for lightning. The green, I mean, I don't even think the course is playable. The cup is completely full of water. We'll wait for the course to dry out and then come back out and get up and down for birdie, get ourselves back to 1 over par. It's currently 11:30, so we're making decent time. Hopefully this rain delay doesn't last too long. It is now 2:34. We just had a 3-hour rain delay. From what I'm hearing, there is roughly a 0% chance we play golf tomorrow. So these last 5 holes are gonna be pretty important. There's a tropical storm coming in. It's supposed to just dump rain for 20 hours straight. And this course is not gonna be playable tomorrow, nor will we be able to get on the golf course with all the weather that's happening. So 4 holes left. I believe right now we're like T8. If we make a birdie or 2 on the way in, I think we're gonna be in really good shape to possibly take home our first check since moving to Florida. Really glad I judged that right. That is not how that shot would have reacted 4 hours ago. Oh no. I didn't think that could get there. Pretty tight still. We had a 3-hour rain delay and couldn't warm up, so I didn't think a 2-iron would get there, and it looks like it might have. Stay right there. Had a lot of spin on it. For that ball to spin back on these greens right now, that thing had to have been in the mid 12s, low 13s. There's water in the cup. God bless it. That's it. All right, can't go for it from there. Driver, lob wedge, pitching wedge into a par 5. I can't think of the last time I did something like that. Dang it. All right, chip in from there. That was a par. Of course. Just can't flight it. It's not gonna get there either. Can't flight it. So we step up to 17. I think it's like 185 yards, dead into the fan, like 20 miles an hour, dead into the wind, coming off the water, like 160 to cover the water. So I'm not even looking at the water. To me, the water's not even there. A previous Ben could just, you know, with a strong grip, turn down the club, turn it into like a 4-iron and hit it 30 feet off the ground, right through the wind onto the green, perfect, and I would have no issues. And with this new grip, like I'm just hitting it higher, I'm hitting more of a cut, it's spinnier. Into the wind, that's a nightmare. But I'm still thinking like I'm committing to the grip change. And so I step up to the box with a neutral grip, tried to like bow my wrist, turn it down, do all the stuff possible to get this thing to go low, and just ballooned right into the sky. So I go back to the bag, get a 6-iron. In hindsight, maybe I should have dropped because then I would have been dropping in the rough. It would have taken the spin off the ball and I definitely would have got it over. But also I'm like, I need to defeat this shot with the neutral grip. I know I can do it. So I try to do the same thing, balloon it into the sky again, don't cover the water again. And at this point, I'm like, well, I just need to get it over. So I grab a 5-iron for a 160-yard carry. My 5-iron's like a 220 club. And just hit the same shot again. I tried hitting it low. I tried bullying it under the wind, and it just floated dead up into the air. Almost didn't, yeah, it almost didn't cover. And at that point, I was like, what am I doing with this grip change? Why am I doing this to myself? Well, that's the shot that I knew was going to be a struggle with this grip change. Just plain and simple, wasn't prepared. I knew going into this tournament that into the wind, knockdown shots are going to be tough. And the reason for that being, before when my grip was super strong, all I do is cover it like this, turn. That's the shot that you lose when you make this grip change, because now this is how I just hit a normal golf shot. So in order to hit a knockdown, it requires like left hand out here, which means more left hand dominance, which is the one part of this change that I'm not very comfortable with yet. Would I like for it to be less costly in the future? Absolutely. There was so much room past that flag. I could have hit a 4-iron 20 yards over the green and been fine. And instead went and dumped 2 in the water and made an 8. Day 2 of the Westchester tournament, and we're not looking great right now. Gusts of 35 miles an hour, sustained winds of 22 miles an hour, and tropical storm warning. It's looking bad, but we're gonna go warm up just in case we play golf. We'll see how this goes. National Weather Service tornado warning. Warning? You know what a warning means?
That it's been seen?
It means that there is a tornado, but we're gonna play today, for sure. It is 7:16 in the morning. This is the earliest tornado warning I've ever seen. And I grew up in Kansas. We grew up in Kansas. Earliest tornado warning I've ever seen in my life, 7 in the morning. In Florida. This grip trainer has been really handy. I felt so comfortable with this grip yesterday, so aside from that one hole. Yesterday, obviously, dumped a couple in the water because I couldn't hit a knockdown because I weakened my grip. And I went and told my coach this. I was like, man, with my strong grip, it was so easy for me to hit this knockdown. He said, then strengthen your grip. And it just all clicked immediately. I'm like, oh, I don't have to have a neutral grip all the time. So now, if I'm in that situation again, like I am right now, strengthen the grip. That right there would have saved me 5 shots yesterday. That's how you learn lessons. I'm absolutely committing to the grip change. Struggling is acceptable. What's not acceptable is giving it. And I'm waking up every single day with the attitude of like, today's the day, literally. Today is the day that I'm gonna figure it out and it's gonna be perfect from here on out. And I go to the course with that kind of excitement. Every day I am taking a step towards being a better golfer. And as much as it sucks to go out and just get your brains beat in by a golf course that's really not that hard, the next day is a new opportunity. We got about 10 more minutes. I'm gonna hit some less than drivers and we'll head over to the first tee. If we get all 18 in today, that would be really sick. I hope we do. Go ball.
Yeah, I mean, I had it crossing no matter what, right?
This isn't much more wind than we were used to getting in Kansas, but it does add a little bit to it when you know that there's like a literal hurricane coming, and this is kind of the calm before the storm. Things are probably gonna get worse. We got 285 and I'm pretty sure I can get there with how downwind it is. Came out kind of dead. There's no shot that got there. Club face is still just a hair open. We're getting a lot closer every day though to matching up the back of that left hand with the club face on a stock shot. I'm very relieved to know that if I ever have to hit a knockdown, I'm okay to strengthen my grip. That just like, it's so fun when you have a hunch about something in golf and somebody that you trust confirms that hunch. It's just a great feeling. It's like, hey. This is so bad. This is not good at all. Like, this wind is picking up, the rain is getting worse, it's raining completely sideways. We're in a cart with an umbrella behind us and we're still just like, and we're under a tree, but the rain is coming this direction, so we're still getting wet. Man, have we gotten any warnings? No, nothing? I guess we're just playing in it. I'll get the rain gloves out. Needed another little itty bitty gust. I thought that was gonna be cash. Speed control is kind of tough on these things. You don't know whether you're gonna get one that just glides across the top of all of it or bounces. And that one glided, glowed. Thanks. Just didn't quite trap draw the way I wanted it to. There's plenty of rope here that I probably could have gone for the green and been totally fine, like with a mini driver. It was like 290 something to carry. So the decade play probably was to go for it. Jalen, that was so good. That was wonderful. Oh, wow. Wow. Got there though. Okay. Something. What just happened there? How did that stop? That had so much speed on it. There does become a certain point during a round of golf like that where like the between shot stuff, I just had to shut it down. I didn't have any more emotional energy left. I knew that the only emotional energy I had left was enough to make sure that when I stepped into every shot, I was trying my best. If you're out watching me play this tournament and you're watching me play the last like 12 holes, you're seeing what it would be like for me to just play a tournament with no camera there. I don't talk much when I'm playing tournament golf. People don't talk much during tournaments. Yeah, that's why I'm always whispering. Obviously, this round wasn't going very well. I don't really know how to talk about it. It's like there's a certain moment where it's like, man, I'm just tired. Because I've been working really hard at this, and I've been hitting a lot of golf balls, and I've been playing a lot of golf, and I've been playing tournaments, even though I know, like, honestly, I think a lot of people who are in the midst of a grip change the way that I am right now wouldn't play tournaments. They would just go, I'm just not going to play competitive golf for the next few months. I thought the best way for me to get through this change would be to keep playing competitive golf and learn how to play competitive golf while I'm uncomfortable. I stand by that as being like the right decision to make. I don't regret going to play that tournament. There is a certain point during those tournaments where I'm just like, man, I'm exhausted. Because it's a lot, man. Like playing tournaments is a lot, playing bad golf under pressure is a lot. It's all a part of the process, and I just wish that when I was a junior and I sucked, I had these moments where I was like, man, I'm never gonna be good enough, am I? No good player has ever played as bad as I just played. And I genuinely thought that. If you're a junior golfer who for some reason looks up to me, it happens. But it's worth it. I mean, it's the best sport in the world. And I truly believe anything worthwhile in life will kick your ass. And there will be moments where you go, why am I doing this? I could do anything else with my time, but I choose to be out here spraying it, feeling like I'm wasting my time. Anything worthwhile, you're gonna feel like that at some point. I think that was perfect. Whoa.
Good birdie.
Thanks. Thank you, Win. Nice of you. It certainly felt like my worst tournament ever, but no, like I broke 80. That's honestly shocking that I broke 80. I've never shot in the 90s in a tournament, actually, believe it or not. I have shot 88 in a professional event. It was the second round of Q school, first Q school I played out of college. The lowest I've ever shot in a professional event was 60. I shot 60 on a 6,200 yard course. You can tear that apart in the comments if you want, but I did win by 9. So like, golf's hard, man. It can get out of hand so fast. You gotta have tools to fall back on to make sure it doesn't get too out of hand. Kind of threw all those tools in the toilet when I made this change, and now I'm having to find new ones. So if you're like some junior golfer watching this, like truly, you have no idea how much you can improve if you just commit. If you want to run a marathon, there are going to be days during training where you're like, this sucks. This isn't fun. Nobody's going to care that I ran a marathon. But then you run across the finish line of that marathon, you realize it was all worth it. And for me, that finish line is playing golf on the PGA Tour, winning on the PGA Tour, becoming one of the best players in the world. I just went to the President's Cup. I want to play in a national team event so bad now. You have no idea. It's so funny. Like I'm at the President's Cup. My last tournament, I just shot 79 in the final round, and I'm thinking like it's gonna be so cool when I'm playing in this. I'm fully delusional. I recognize that, but like, how am I ever gonna make it if I'm not? And if you want to be on that journey, and how cool is it gonna be when you're able to say, I subscribed when he only had 78,000 subscribers? How sick is that? What more reason do you need? Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.